What is up, my beautiful weebs, otakus, whatever you want to be called? Now, today we're going to be discussing what if Deku had a water quirk. So, to start this off, we're just going to get straight into it. Deku is born into the world. His father, Hisashi Midoriya, left when he was young. But Hisashi did leave Deku behind a small pirate sword, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Deku had always played around with it, but Inko wouldn't allow it. She would usually just take the sword up from Deku when he was having fun, or take it when he was taking it somewhere and he was leaving. Deku grew up at the age of 4. He was being friends with Bakugo. He then went to the quirk doctor to go get his quirk. I wonder what my little Izuku's quirk is gonna be. Young Deku says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the strongest quirk ever. Maybe I'll be stronger than Kachan." They come out with the results. Sir, ma'am, I almost said sir. Ma'am, your son's quirk is something called Water Voyage. Huh? What is it? He can store up small powers. He can store up small amounts of water and then release it all. It said the previous person that had this quirk, they were able to make a whirlpool since they saved up enough water. Deku said, "Whoa." Deku, at the age of 11, went to a training center. He himself went there by himself. Inko Inko had no say in it. She just thought my little Izuku wanted to do something, so I'll let him. He took his training sword and went to go train. He then met a pro hero named Wave, who is going to be replacing Endeavor in this What If. However, Todoroki will still be a thing. He's just replacing Endeavor as being the number 2 hero. Endeavor is still a person, and Shoto Todoroki is still a person as well. Hey, we have very similar quirks. Wave opens his hand to show small amounts of water that he's created turn into weapons. Deku's like, "Whoa, only you can turn your things into stuff." Wave says, "If you don't mind, I can teach you." Deku learned with his pirate sword how to fight and really used it for combat. And his quirk, the things he learned was how to propel himself in water. He cannot fly with it yet, but he can propel himself. And he also learned from Wave how to make small little waves that could push somebody back and even injure them. He also learned his technique where he's able to turn a body part into water. He's been training with it ever since he's 11. And at the age of 15, currently, he can turn 2 of his arms and 1 of his legs into water. He's tried using it for other things, but this proves helpful to pass through things and grab things quickly. He can also turn his arm solid while still inside the thing, but his arm can still come through it, as it still has the liquefaction qualities. Deku has trained with his quirk so much to the point where he's been able to basically propel himself long enough in the air to beat Bakugo's speed. When Deku got home, the first thing he did was go outside. The first thing he did was go outside near a lake. Bakugo would say, "Why are we here, damn Deku?" Deku would say, "Because my new quirk caught on." Deku would touch the water, and a small portion of the water, not a lot, not like the whole freaking lake, but a small portion of the water would disappear. Deku would then try to conjure it up, and he'd make a huge wave, which would wash away Bakugo and his friends into the river. Deku would say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Kachan." Bakugo would say, "Help me, you damn nerd." Deku would touch the water, and he would be able to make a tidal wave for them to ride on. They would say, "Wow, Dick, this is not Bakugo. It's other people." Sorry if you hear my grandma, guys. By the way, I'm staying at her place. Yeah. But the other Bakugo grunts say, "Wow, Deku, that's a really strong quirk you have. A little bit more training and maybe you'll even be stronger than Bakugo. We may be having to follow the Deku agency." Bakugo gets angered